Hey bestie, welcome back. Can we talk? The internet and its trends. Have you ever felt like even when you're trying to be yourself, there's always a right way to be a woman online? Like right now it's the clean girl phase, right? That aesthetic with the polished look, flawless skin, slicked back buns, soft neutral clothes. We see so many gorgeous girls like that, and we start wondering if we should fit into that too. But then comes the question, is this style really bringing ease? Or is it quietly erasing parts of who we truly are? Today I really wanted to chat with you about this. Because yeah, the clean girl style has its charm, but when it becomes a rule, we fall into this quiet little trap. We start comparing, second-guessing, reshaping ourselves. And without even noticing, we lose our authenticity. So if you've ever felt pressured to hold back, change, or be less of yourself just to fit into some online trend, stay with me here. So if you're ready for a mental, physical, and spiritual glow up, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Alright, let's get straight to it. What even is this clean girl style everyone's talking about, right? Basically, it's an aesthetic that blew up a while back on TikTok and Instagram. And it sells this image of a super organized, minimalist, healthy woman with her life perfectly in order. Visually, it's that very neutral and basic outfit. Hair in a tight, slicked back bun. Barely their makeup, and skin that looks like it's never seen a breakout. Oh, and don't forget the little gold jewelry and that woke up gorgeous without trying vibe, you know? But girl, between us, that effortless look takes a whole lot of effort. Behind that natural beauty look, there's usually an expensive skincare routine. Hours at the gym, strict eating habits, designer products, and a whole lot of free time to pamper yourself. And of course, a certain kind of body type that most clean girls seem to have. Deep down, it hides a very specific beauty ideal. Most of the girls who go viral with this look are white, thin, with delicate features, perfect skin, straight or tightly slicked hair with zero frizz basically, a very Eurocentric standard. And that's where the issue starts. Because when this style becomes a trend, lots of people start thinking it's the only right way to be pretty, feminine, or even successful. Like only the girls with time, money, and discipline to follow a flawless self-care routine, eat clean, wear chic neutral outfits, and live an uncluttered life can be considered clean. But let's be honest, that's not reality for most of us. Still, because it's trending, we start to feel like we should live like that too. And that's where this style, which seems so harmless, starts to pressure, exclude, and make us question our own beauty just because it doesn't match this new invisible rulebook. You know that feeling when you're scrolling your feed and suddenly you start comparing yourself to the other girls without even noticing? The perfect skin, the perfect body, the friends, the hobbies, the time, the life you wish you had. Yeah, that comparison sneaks in so quietly. And the clean girl aesthetic, like most internet trends, really amplifies that. Because it paints this picture of a perfect life, everything tidy, everything under control, everything beautiful. And then we start to think that if our life doesn't look like a moisturizer commercial, something must be wrong with us. But the truth is, the images we see online are just curated snapshots. The best angle, the best lighting, the perfect filter, the edited moment. No one shows the dark circles after a rough day, the frizz after the rain, the Sunday slump. But when all we see is perfection disguised as natural, the comparison becomes almost inevitable. And worse, it starts pulling us away from our own truth. We stop appreciating what we have, who we are, what we've built, just because we're chasing something that's not even real. And that's so unfair to ourselves. Because everyone has their own story, and no story needs to be clean to be beautiful. You know, our personal style is one of the most beautiful ways to show who we are inside. And this clean girl trend kind of kills all that authenticity. Some girls love wearing all black, others go for bright colors, some adore floral prints, others vibe with a more gothic look. And all of that is beautiful because it reflects the mix of feelings, stories, inspirations, and personalities each of us carries. Real style isn't about following a rule, it's about feeling good. Looking in the mirror and saying, yeah, that's who I am today. And honestly, that might change tomorrow, and that's okay too. The issue is, when a dominant aesthetic shows up, like the clean girl one, it starts dictating the right way to dress and act. It starts becoming a kind of uniform. And then, without even realizing it, a lot of girls begin to reshape themselves to fit into this ideal mold, hiding parts of themselves that are actually unique and special. Like everyone has to wear the same earrings, do the same hairstyle, wear the same blush tone. And let's be real, that is the opposite of authenticity. Style is not a uniform. We don't need to fit in, we need to express ourselves. And each of us has our own special way of doing that. We live in a world where everything turns into a trend super fast. And it feels like if you're not keeping up, you're already falling behind. But what no one really talks about is the emotional and even financial cost of trying to follow all of it all the time. Because it's not just about buying the right blush or doing the perfect bun. It's about getting stuck in this endless loop of self-pressure. You start spending on stuff you don't need, changing your style just to feel accepted, staring in the mirror trying to spot what's still missing to match the latest standard. And that gets exhausting, because you're constantly trying to become an image that, honestly, might not even be true to you. And the craziest part is that most of these trends are disguised as self-care. Like following all of it is some kind of way to love yourself more. But is it really? Or are we just trying hard to fit into an ideal that didn't even come from us? When we distance ourselves from our essence just to squeeze into a mold, we pay with our authenticity, our joy, our unique shine. And then, even if we're on trend, we still feel kind of dimmed, kind of disconnected from who we really are. So honey, is it really worth it? Following a trend isn't the problem as long as it doesn't pull you away from who you truly are. At the end of the day, what I really wanted to remind you is that you don't need to fit into any aesthetic to be amazing. Your beauty is in what's uniquely yours, in your choices, in your smile, in the clothes you love to wear even if they're not trending. So before you try to look like everyone else, try to remember who you are when no one's watching. Because girl, authenticity never goes out of style. That's it, love you.